Hello everyone, my name is Khushbu and welcome back to Elite's Grid. So as part of CAT Success Stories, today we have Pranav Aggarwal with us, and in today's conversation he'll be sharing ways through which one can maximize their chance in getting through top B school, and also he'll be sharing his journey with Elite's Grid. So first of all, welcome Pranav, and can you please describe a bit about yourself?
Hi Khushbu, thanks for having me here. And I'm Pranav Aggarwal. I was a part of Elite Grid last year in batch 1. And about my academic profile, in 10th I've had 95 plus percent, and in 12th I've had a 93.5%. After that I've done my BTech from NIT Warangal. I'm a 2019 pass out, and I've worked with Godrej for 10 months.
Okay. So, Pranav, what was your CAT percentile and from where did you get the call?
Okay. So this was my first attempt to CAT, and I managed a 99.79 percentile. And I received calls from IIM Calcutta, IIM Lucknow. I had calls from FMS, MDI, all new IIMs. So basically all IIMs except Ahmedabad, Bangalore and Kozhikode and SPJN and all.
Okay. And which campus will you be finally joining?
So I've decided to join IIM Lucknow. I converted IIM Lucknow FMS. I've converted IIM Indore.
Okay.
And all the new IIMs and MDI as well.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you, Khushbu.
So, Pranav, how, like you mentioned that you were working, so how did you manage your preparation with your job? And were there any challenges that you faced?
See, managing CAT studies with work is actually quite possible because a lot of aspirants are who are giving CAT are working. And the thing is, the studies of CAT are such that you can very easily do that. The aptitude exams are there, they're quite a refresher for you. So we had elite classes from 10 to 12 a.m. and which was very convenient. For example, we had a day at work till 7, 8. I used to get refreshed and then attend the live classes, which was a crucial part. And apart from that, the time that we used to get, I used to do my assignments and all the tasks that sir had given. So it was more important to just stay up to date to that one day and complete the tasks that were decided for that one day and just move on.
Okay, all right. So, Pranav, when did you decide to join Elite Grade and what was the journey with all the mentors?
I decided to give CAT in January 2020, and that was the time I came to know about the online scenario of coaching because I was working professional. I was looking for something online and I found Elite Grade. I was very new to the CAT scenario and I had no contact in Elite Grade, and I shot an arrow in the dark, to be honest. And I'm lucky that it actually connected well. And the journey with Elite Grade was a very special one because the best part is you can easily manage that with job. I managed that with job for around 4 months. Oh. And coming to the specific mentors, there are 3. The quant faculty, Hani sir, that person has actually been a big brother figure for me because not just academics, the character development that he does, the dedication that he shows actually pushes you to work very hard because you see your faculty is putting in that much of effort. Coming to second, Gaurav Kapoor. He is the LRDI faculty. Gaurav sir teaches you a lot of patience because the LRDI is something that cannot be taught. It is something you have to develop in an aspirant, the way of thinking. So the patience with which he goes, the ways in which he approaches a particular puzzle. He not just teaches you, he asks you to develop that along with him, which is an amazing thing required for the LRDI. Yeah. Coming to third, Shahzad, who is the VARC faculty. I guess Shahzad is one of the very fine person who can teach VARC because VARC is something that you cannot teach someone. It is not something that he'll tell you a formula you have to apply and get an answer to it. It's more of Shahzad will not be the ideal teacher. He's the teacher that you need in your life to prepare for VARC. He'll tell you that these are the methodologies, these are the strategies that work. But you have to develop that. I remember Shahzad telling that VARC is more like a bamboo tree. You get the result after 3 to 4 months. Yeah. And that is how it goes.
I guess having the right mentors is very important and I think it optimizes your time. So I think it's great.
Right. So it's very important because see, CAT is not an exam that is testing your knowledge. CAT is for being the aspirant managers who want to be managers in future. So it's also about a lot of character development, and this only a right mentor and the right circle whom which you prepare to will get. So in EG, this one aspirant gets. It's not just academic that they are taking. It's also the character development, the temper that you need to have to give that exam to handle that pressure. That is also built. And plus the peer group of EG is quite good because preparing in online scenario, you have a lot of people who are going through the same thing as yours.
Yeah, and that is a good advantage over others. That's
yes, definitely.
So my next question to you is that how did you prepare for your exam, and is there any particular section you found challenging? Or in general, what do you think which is the part which students generally find challenging?
So when I started preparation, as I said, I was very new. So I always stuck to that motto that I'll follow what these guys are telling me, what my mentors are telling me, because they know it much better than me. They have a lot more experience than me. And I used to keep my complete pace. And one piece of advice from me would be like attend as many live classes as you can, because that definitely increases your concentration and your efficiency. Plus, when you are solving in that stipulated time in class, you see a lot of people are doing that in that short time. So it pushes you, that it motivates you to push yourself harder, that I need to solve that in the live class. That is a big advantage. Second, don't procrastinate when it comes to CAT. Whenever you are given an assignment, do it as early as possible and dedicate the rest of the time to revisions or something. You don't have to do a lot in one day, but you have to just keep taking that small steps every day. So that helps very much. And coming to sections, it can be different for different people. I always had my Achilles heel in VARC. I knew that I have not been an avid reader of novels, so I need to develop that reading habit. I need to develop that retention habit for it. But at the back of the mind, I was sure that if I do it, I won't get the results immediately, but I'll get it somehow, because every year a lot of people are doing it, so we can do it too. And LRDI also. So in this, I guess you need to follow people. You don't have to overthink much. That is the thing. You have to keep working hard and just trust yourself that you will deliver it.
So Pranav, what was your mock strategy and what was mentors' guidance and help in the same?
Coming to mocks, we started taking mock around July, I guess. July or the earlier August, and whatever you have learned in starting initial 5 years, they are being tested at mock. So mocks are a very essential and very integral part of preparation. It was, but when I started giving mock, I didn't have a particular strategy. I just wanted to take it as it comes. Like I'll just see the question and see what kind of mocks, what kind of strategy should I develop, what is required, what is my strength. So in initial first few mocks, I'll say that one should develop that. And as you proceed, you yourself understand that if you are good with the VA part or are you good with the RC part. In quants, what are the questions or what are the zones that are troubling you? What are the zones that you are very quick at? And especially with LRDI, because I can't tell you that you go and skim the LRDI set first and then solve, or go and see the questions first. It is something that is very personal that one has to develop. So in mocks also, I guess the mentors played a very good role, because first initial mocks are very demotivating. You feel that are you preparing well enough or not? Because it's a reality test.
It's a reality.
As direct as that. And there are a lot of, see, even when you get a mock score, you also get that percentile. So you doubt that, oh, I'm getting only 90 percentile or I'm getting only 85 percentile here. So is this my CAT score will be? But that's not how it is. Very few people are giving mock. So mock strategy mine was just to be very persistent and analyze well. In this, I'll highlight this point. Hanisa told us to maintain a logbook of the mistakes that we are making for quants. And we do that for VARC as well. And we had an Excel file. I guess Shahzad sir does share it with every student every year. So it is very important to commit new mistakes, because you have around 4 months after you start taking mock. So commit new mistakes every time, but don't commit those same mistakes in the upcoming mock. So it's very important to remember that, okay, this is what was going on wrong and I'll improve on that. Second, remember your mistakes, don't commit them again. And third is be very persistent, because you are preparing for the CAT exam, not for the mock.
So if we can say in nutshell, it's like mock cannot be a measure to judge your performance in the main exam. However, it will prepare you and help you analyze the mistakes that you're doing, right?
Yes, definitely. A lot of people take mock scores very personally, and I'm quite surprised. See, there was a mock I remember where I had 5 marks in LRDI, and there were also some marks where I had 99.9 percentile.
Yeah.
But you can celebrate or cry for that one day, but then don't stress it for more than that, because we are preparing for the CAT exam, and however bad, however good you do in mock, it does not matter.
So like Pranav, this entire process, this entire preparation is a very tedious thing, and there are good times and bad times. So how did you keep yourself motivated whenever you were scoring low?
So my motivation was mostly because I knew why I was doing an MBA or what I wanted from CAT. So if I am targeting that 99.5 plus mark, and irrespective of the task, sometimes it does get overwhelming, sometimes it does get very tedious to catch up with everything that is going on, because especially as we approach CAT in the later months, a lot of tasks come, a lot of assignments come, and you have to push your boundaries. Second, it is very, 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 very essential to have a good right set of friends. They might not be the ones who are preparing for CAT as well. They can be anyone, it can be your family supporting you through all that journey, because it is a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
You'll have your highs, you'll have your lows.
Yeah.
But someone has to tell you that, see, you are preparing, you are giving in all your efforts, and it is going to pay off someday. It's impossible that it won't. And I remember Hanisha says that, ek college ki ek seat. That is, from one college you need one seat in a one good college. So you will definitely get that. There are many opportunities, many exams are there. So just prepare for the end day, and in the journey, be happy. Know that why are you preparing. Don't just judge yourself based on some petty scores of mocks or assignments. Or say a lot of people have this complex that people in class are getting giving very fast replies. I used to have that for a long time.
Yeah.
I had this feeling that we have mock tests in our EG as well. So I was never amongst the leaderboard. I was not in top 3. I don't remember in any test. But eventually after CAT, I was in the top 3 of EG. So it is important to just trust yourself that, okay, I'll do it.
So Pranav, what are your views on revision of the course, and how well was it planned?
That is where I guess elite grades is way apart from other institutes. The other institutes are more focused on completing course. They have 2 classes a week, whereas in EG we don't have that. We have almost every day we have a class. And the course, I don't think course completion is a very good measure, because the course will not be completed even in the day before that. But what is important is the revision, especially for quant. And I guess Hani sir is the best when it comes to that. He'll have revision sessions at night at any impromptu time. And the revision sessions are such that while doing your job, you can just plug in your headphones while having lunch and listen to him. He won't ask you to take notes or something. Just listen to it, because when it goes through your mind time and again, get very familiarized with the concept. And that is what is required in such an exam like CAT, where time is very important. You have to be on your feet always. So revision is very, very important, especially when it comes to quant. And when it comes to LRDI, I love the methodology that the faculty always emphasize that never ever solve an LRDI set, or never ever refer to a solution till you have solved yourself. Like Gaurav Kapoor told us that maroge nahi to first nahi milega. So basically you won't get to heaven if you don't die. And that is true with LRDI. So just keep solving and be very persistent that, okay, I'll get the solution, but I'll get the better solution from the faculty. You won't rely on the faculty for the solution itself. And with VARC, just be patient. You'll get the results. Be patient, be consistent. Solve RCs every day in timed manner.
So my next question to you is on interviews, and I think this is another one factor which determines which college, which B school you're getting into. So how did you prepare for your interviews?
One tip before answering your question, one advice to the aspirants is that a lot of people get into this stuff that how much percentile should I get to get into this particular college, to get into IIM Ahmedabad, IIM Raipur, according to my profile. I guess please stop doing that, because when it comes to interviews, the game is completely different. In CAT, it is quite easier to get a percentile, high percentile. You study well, you practice well, you'll get a good percentile. But interviews are league apart. They are completely a test of your personality. How well are you thinking? How are you equipped with current affairs? So focus on CAT first. And after that, start thinking about how should I build my profile or something for the interviews. Current affairs, one should be very equipped with. I joined a few institutes to help me prepare for that. And second, it's also about how well do you know yourself? Why are you doing an MBA? What are your career plans? So it's not something that there's no set format for an interview. They'll pick any line you say and then they'll question you on that. It's not very intimidating, but yes, you have to have a good character, good clarity of thoughts for your interview, and you're pretty much good to go.
So we can say like the first thing can be know yourself, and the second thing could be have a good mental state of being, because if you're nervous, then you'll easily get confused by the questions the interviewers are throwing at you.
Interviews are never testing your knowledge. That one thing I guess everyone should understand. They are more testing how well do you execute what you know.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Pranav, my final question to you is that what is your piece of advice to all the CAT aspirants out there?
In 2021, first thing I'll tell the aspirants that there are 5 months to go, I guess. Yes.
Yeah, more.
So now is the thing where you'll have to gear up. Now you'll start giving mocks and all. And as I've mentioned previously, that don't take this course personally. Don't take it as a reflection of your ability or the potential what you'll get in that. Second is be very persistent with what you are doing. Be regular in your studies. Don't think that I'll study for 8 hours on Saturday and then I'll skip the Sunday and I'll enjoy or party for 1-2 days. That's not how it is. It's more about your persistence, giving constant effort. I'm not saying you to study for long hours or just leave the world aside and then focus your time and energy on that. That's not how it is. Third, take mocks very seriously because CAT is a test of pressure, especially with CAT 2020. People have seen how tedious was LRDI section. So you need to be prepared for every scenario. I remember my LRDI for first 20 minutes, I didn't solve a single set. But that's when that character that, okay, this cannot happen with me. I've been very dedicated for the entire year. So I'll find a way to crack it. And I ended up getting a 98.5 plus in LRDI. So just trust yourself and trust your preparation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the final advice will be just prepare for the D-Day and be in the moment. Follow what your mentors are saying. Follow what there are some people who have an experience in CAT. Follow what they are saying, but be very judgmental. Don't just blindly follow them. सुनो सबकी करो अपने मन की.
Rightly said. So thank you so much, Pranav, and it was such a valuable and engaging conversation. So thank you so much for sharing those insights with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Khushbu, and I wish all the best to all the 2021 aspirants. I hope they do really good.